Hey there, so I'm in the process of moving this 29-gallon tank you see over here. We had some flooring done, we had this in another room, and I just moved this back. So what you see here is I've got this cooler full of some of the old water. You know, the tank here is pretty low. I had to move this, slide it over the floor and everything, so I had to take that down quite a bit, but I'm gonna pump all this back in now, and then I'll fill up the remaining amount with some fresh water. So I've got a pump here in the bottom I'm gonna show you. I've had this actually for a couple of years now. I haven't used it a ton. I use it kind of on and off. Things like this, I certainly use it if I'm gonna do a big water change or moving something around. But this is kind of like a pond pump. They say aquarium pump too. So this is what it looks like. I'll put the gallons per hour. I kind of forget the exact amount, but it does move the water pretty good. The nice thing is this has suction cups you see here. So if you're using a bucket, if you're using a cooler like this, I'm able to just suction this down to the bottom. And it does a pretty good job of getting, you know, that last little bit of water out too. There's a little bit of residual water I'll show you here. This is how much, I'll just show you right now while we're talking about it. But that's how much is left usually. This did come with some suction cup clips too to kind of be able to put that hose, you know, on the inside of the glass here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this in here. You're gonna see as I'm doing it right now. I just put a cup in the bottom here so I didn't completely, you know, mess up the tank and have that flow, you know, kind of unregulated. So you could always kind of move that around another way or something too with those suction cups, but I'm gonna put a cup in here to help out with that. So this isn't the longest hose. You can see though, I'm able to get this from the cooler down there to up here, and I've got plenty of room. I'm just gonna hold this, but the other thing to note is this just has no on and off switch. You plug it in, it's on, then you unplug it to turn it off. So be ready when you plug it in, it's gonna start moving the water. So this is plugged in now. I've got it up here. So you can see the flow. It does do a good amount of flow through here. I just got that kind of going into this bowl. It's kind of making a mess anyway, the way I had this set up. So you can kind of see right there, that's a good visualization of kind of like what your flow will be. So if you have a little bowl or something, you know, a dish that you can kind of keep this funneled into, it'll keep everything from going everywhere. So that's kind of ideally what you want to do, is if you could get, you know, a little dish or something like that set up like this. This way you're not going to be messing up your substrate and things like that too much. So you can see here we're nearing the end. We're getting pretty close to the bottom there. You can see there's not much left in there. So that is about, you know, this is getting pretty close here to the bottom. I think it's gonna stop like any second now. So there we go. All right, now we're getting air, so I'm gonna unplug it. And then when you unplug it, there's a little bit of backflow sometimes, and then just make sure to kind of pull that back out, because then you're gonna have gravity, you know, wanting to pull some of that stuff back down the other way. So as I said, this has been a good part of a method that I've used when I'm moving tanks or doing big water changes like this. So if you're looking for a pump, an easier way to move a lot of water at once, this is a pretty easy option. I got this on Amazon. I'll put the affiliate link in the comments and description. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.